Okay, I want to talk about an important AI automated lead follow-up sequence that you can leverage if you're a contractor, roofer, and solar, a solar installer, HVAC, plumbing. These industries have a very much unique opportunity to adopt more AI and to really stand out in the market. So here's kind of like a flow diagram of kind of what I'm talking about. Ideally, you have, you know, some sort of mechanism that attracts the lead. You're running ads, you're running Google ads, you're running Facebook ads, and you have an offer of, let's say, $500 off a new roof installation. Let's say it's that, and then they enter their information on they click your ad, enter their information on your form. Now you have that person as a lead, and they enter your system. Now, a critical thing for you to implement in that process is a quick follow up, right? Whether it's a text message, whether it's an AI calling agent, I recommend AI calling agents. Text messages can be good too. We personally do both, so that that lead gets engaged immediately the second they come in. I don't care if it's 10 a.m. in the morning, 2 a.m. at night, 2 a.m. in the morning, 7 p.m. at night. Doesn't matter. They need to, because you have to understand that they have a buying intent, right? When they clicked your ad, there's some sort of intent to work with you guys, or at least to figure out more information. And if they're going to be shopping around, you want to be the first person that gets to them, that can, so that you can convey information to them, whether it's a human or an AI. So auto response, and then we have AI calling agent engages. So AI calling agents are amazing. There's so many tools you can utilize to build them. They're not easy to build. There are tutorials out there to help you. Um, you could work with a professional too that has experience with AI calling agents that builds them to help you out. But having this is important because they can sound human over the phone as they engage those leads. So let's say a lead comes in, they fill out the information, they get an automatic text message to schedule time to speak with one of your reps, and then they get a call from the AI calling agent. And then from there, the AI calling agent asks them a few questions. They qualify the lead, figures out what the lead kind of wants, right? Do they want some maintenance done? Do they want a roof installation? Um, what is that exactly in the case of roofing? And now from there, they're either qualified or not qualified. So the agent needs to be able to determine whether they're qualified or not, and then the agent can book them in for a time, right, for a call. The person isn't qualified; they could be maybe nurtured long term until they are in the future, maybe, or let's say they're not interested yet at the moment. That can also be a long term nurture thing you guys do. And this is very important and critical because you don't want to constantly be thinking in your head, oh, did I follow up? Like maybe you're the owner, like, oh, did I follow up? I need to follow up. I need to follow up. I'm sure you have other things you need to kind of focus on. And, even your sales reps, although their job is to follow up and is to, meet with people and give estimates, you know, especially if you're getting a lot of leads, it can be hard to remember all of this stuff, right? To track all of this stuff. On top of that, which this is what I recommend to a lot of people, is to use mechanisms to use AI or automation to actually reactivate old leads. So if you're getting new leads and you're reactivating old leads, your human rep, it's going to be kind of hard for them to keep up with all of that. If you have a CRM that could help, but they're not going to be perfect. On top of that, the human rep has to sleep. They have to get off their shift. They have to take vacation time. They have to do all this other stuff. Sometimes they have sick days. So this is why it's important if you want to if you're truly trying to get serious about, growing your home improvement business, you have to have systems, right? You have to have automation and systems that are in place in order to make everything just run more smooth. And long term, it could actually be even cost efficient as well. So, so they book them in for a time, and of course, there are scenarios where you send automated text messages, or your AI agent calls, and they get no response. That's fine. Just have it call again, right? Um, that's the that's a huge part of marketing too, is the follow up aspect of things. Even in your ads, you want to try to retarget as much as possible. I tell people, hey, make sure you have a customer list, and run ads where you're upselling customers, or you have past customers. You have a list of past customers. Run ads about your new offers, right? Like especially if someone's already bought from you, that's their the likelihood of them buying again is even higher because they bought before, right? And in a way, you can help cut marketing costs actually by reactivating old leads on top of the new leads that are coming in. So there's that. And lastly, once they're booked in for a time, your sales rep basically takes that appointment. And the powerful thing about at least how we do it is that we make sure that the lead is qualified to even talk to a sales rep, so that your sales rep isn't wasting time giving estimates to people that aren't a fit, basically. So that's kind of like a summary workflow of this process of the importance of running good ads, which means you need to have a good offer, roofing offer. If you need help on that, feel free to message me. Making sure you're following up quickly to with those new leads, and making sure that you have systems and AI in place that talks to these people and gives them information, and then books the qualified people in for a time. And on top of that, you making sure you're reactivating old leads from the past. Because just because they bought from you once doesn't mean they'll never buy from you again. In fact, they're more likely to buy from you. So that's a key workflow to remember. If you have any questions on this, feel free to message me. And if you want to learn more about our process and how we could potentially help you, feel free to go to smartclosepro.com and schedule a call with me. I'll also leave a link to it on this post too. Or if you're watching on YouTube, I'll leave a link below in the description box. Cool. Talk to you guys later.